Hey, restaurant owners and operators, Ryan Gronfin here with the Restaurant Boss. Today is another episode of Restaurant Rundown. I'm going to be bringing you or breaking down one of my absolute favorite concepts. And really what this concept represents is a new direction for QSR restaurants. The concept's called Fajita Pizza. I'm going to tell you why I love it. It's because they sell one thing. What do you think that is? Fajitas. Let's go. We're going to hop inside of their menu. But before we do that, if you're not familiar with me or you've never seen any of my videos before, my name is Ryan Gronfin. I'm an author, speaker, chef, restaurateur, coach, consultant to the restaurant industry. I work with independent operators and I help them grow their business using systems, processes, and procedures. I help them scale and make more money. You can learn more about what we do and get some amazing free resources on our website, therestaurantboss.com. You can take a look at our financial profit tool. It's an application called ClickBacon at clickbacon.com. You can learn more about our premier training program at scalemyrestaurant.com. Get a free copy of our book too. You can grab it on Amazon. It's called Make It Happen. It's a small book for building a big restaurant business, or you can grab the book completely free on our website at The Restaurant Boss. If you've heard of us, then you know all of this already. You probably have a copy of our book. Comment below. Do you have a copy of our book? Did you like it? Have you been through any of our courses? Anyways, let's hop in and talk about Fajita Pizza. Here we are on Fajita Pete's website. Now, I have had the opportunity to work with Pedro or Pete, who created this concept a couple of times. We've done some live events together. We've done some virtual events together. But Pedro told me the story about how he created this brand. He was operating a large, 6,000, 7,000 square foot, exactly what you'd expect Mexican restaurant in the Houston area. And it was big and it was doing well, but it was complicated. It was stressful. It was late nights. It was early mornings. It was long days. It was long weeks. And then after he made it through the kind of 2008 recession slowdown, his lease was up and he said, forget it. 80% of my sales are fajitas. I'm taking the 1,500 square foot spot across the street and I'm selling fajitas. And that's how Fajita Pizza was born. Now, a lot of you have watched my previous video that I did, my restaurant rundown from a few months back on a brand called Hawaiian Bros. And what we loved, people have reached out to me, what we loved about learning about Hawaiian Bros is, what does Hawaiian Bros do? They do a teriyaki chicken bowl. Go back and watch that video. What does Fajita Pete's do? They sell fajitas. So before we talk about this brand, let's just talk in general about this trend that we're moving to. My opinion, why it's happening. My opinion, why it's here to stay. We are moving towards small restaurants that specialize in one thing. Why is it happening? Couple of reasons. One, the internet. Two, labor. One, the internet. We no longer need to go to a Mexican restaurant to get everything that we might feel like Mexican, or an Italian restaurant to get everything that we might feel like Italian. If we want the best chicken parmesan or the best pizza, we just go to Google and ask who has the best pizza in town, and it will tell us. And then we go to that restaurant for pizza. Now, they have all that other stuff, but in my opinion, it's just fluff. And what is all that other stuff doing? Labor, square footage, insurance, waste, theft, spoilage, confusion. A confused mind makes no decision. Or in the restaurant world, a confused mind orders the cheapest, most basic thing on your menu. One, they're not spending a lot of money. Two, you're not impressing them. They're not coming back. We can't confuse our guest. And so then two, the labor part of this, right? It's getting harder and harder to find professional labor. It's getting harder and harder to find people who want to specialize in being a cook, who want to be great at their craft. And when we do find them, they're very expensive today. And that's fine. But what that's doing is that's changing an entire industry. We need to be very singular minded, very singular focused, so we can hire lower cost labor because they don't have to have a specialty skill. We can teach them how to make the one thing that we do. We can build equipment, design equipment, build kitchens around that one thing. And that's exactly what Fajita Pizza's done. even to the point where they are open from noon to 8 o'clock. It's one shift. You come for lunch, you come for dinner, that's it. And so literally look at their menu. Do they sell a couple of other things? Yes. A burrito, but what do you think their burritos stuffed with? Fajitas. Tacos. What do you think their tacos are made with? Fajitas. Quesadilla. What do you think their quesadilla is made with? Fajitas, right? So really what this is this is a brand that specializes in one thing, that keeps their cost low, keeps their labor low, keeps their operating hours low so they could pass the savings on to the guest in dollars, in quality, and in speed. But I love this brand. I think it's great. Why don't we have a brand like this for tacos? Why don't we have a brand like this for pizza? Why don't we have a brand like, well, we do have brands like this for pizza. It's called And Pizza. Maybe I'll do a restaurant rundown on them. But we need to have brands like this for every major food, because that's how the new consumer eats. That's where new restaurants are going to be able to grow quickly, scale quickly, keep their costs under control, and provide the customer with the experience and the value and the quality that they are looking for. So ditch the big menus. Anyways, this is a restaurant rundown on Fajita Pete's. Do your own research, check it out. Look, they've got locations all over the place. I forgot to mention, I think they're up to about 50 locations right now. Yeah, I mean, you could come here and check this out, but I think this page is only showing me local stuff in Texas, but I think they're up to about 50 locations right now, if I remember correctly. But anyways, check it out, Fajita Pete's, fajitapete's.com. Here was another restaurant rundown for you, brought to you by The Restaurant Boss. Head to therestaurantboss.com, grab your copy of our book. Remember, systems create freedom, freedom creates value, value creates scale. I love every single one of you crazy restaurant owners. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye. Make It Happen is the book I wish I had when I was operating restaurants. Inside are the lessons that took me 10 years to learn and 10 more years of teaching to perfect. I've condensed the most important lessons into this tiny book for building a big restaurant business. I am on a mission to improve restaurants all over the world. Because of that, I want to send you a free copy. Grab yours today at therestaurantboss.com.